Kau rasa berapa gaji footballer Singapore? Honest
Head coach lah.
Head coach, okay, dari head coach dengan player. Kalau agak-agak, kau rasa 10,000 dia?
6-7.
Do you agree on 6-7?
Podcast ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Khalifa Realtors. Biasanya banyak masalah akan timbul dalam proses penjualan atau membeli rumah di Singapura.
Masalah HFE, loan, grant, cash ataupun faraid. Senang cakap, masalah-masalah ini memang tak akan habis.
Ya, memang ada beribu ejen hartanah di Singapura. Tetapi kenapa Khalifa Realtors? Kerana dorang berpengalaman lebih dari 20 tahun. Dorang sangat profesional. Dorang akan membimbing anda dalam penjualan dan pembelian rumah anda seperti seorang Khalifa.
Dorang juga akan jaga hati klien dorang walaupun ada klien yang sangat leceh. Dan yang paling penting, dorang selalu angkat Top Agent Award setiap tahun.
Dah tak perlu fikir-fikir lagi nak pakai ejen yang mana. Hubungi Khalifa Realtors di talian
8892-5882.
Ikuti socials kami di Facebook, Instagram dan TikTok @Khalifa Realtors.
Khalifa Realtors, kita kasih settle.
Hoping the shit that I'm on takkan last, I'm a servant. Saya nasib tak ada orang pasal untuk korang tengok. Sekarang was the word, sekarang kita
Kita nak buat macam mana? It's a lacking of football. Let's talk about moving forward.
Okay, kita cakap pasal coaching tadi. Kita go back to coaching. Another interesting story that I heard from your portfolio I dengar-dengar you pernah coach Prince Abdul Mutakim from Brunei. Boleh tak share sikit the experience?
Uish.
Yes, so part of the Albirex Southeast Asia Cup, so kita ada teams from Brunei kan. Then he was in a team where they won the national cup in Brunei, and then diorang datang Singapore. So bila dia dekat Singapore, the program is a one day grand finals, and then the next day selection program, a training untuk pergi to Japan. So that's where I got to see him firsthand, dealt with the embassy and the team to prepare their punya stay and all that arrangement, and also take him for a coaching session dekat Jurong East Stadium. So yeah, so that was quite an experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ada tak macam ada bodyguard ke apa semua kena standby?
Okay, so selalunya dia datang dengan dua bodyguard. Dua bodyguard dengan satu helper. Assistant dia lah. So everywhere assistant dia akan tanya, okay, nak kena bilang the plan siang-siang. Okay, apa dia punya itinerary, mana kita pergi. So the bodyguard also will pergi sana to do a security sweep, search lah of the place, tengok everything okay ke tak. So
wow, dia punya security tu kira gila babi lah.
So dia selalu bawa briefcase. So dalam briefcase tu
ada
tahu lah.
The security bawa briefcase.
So mana-mana that one security will always bawa the briefcase.
Dan aku rasa aku believe.
Tapi dia punya perangai macam mana?
He is very humble.
Okay.
He is very humble. He's very smart. Socially he speaks well. Top. Memang top.
I see. Wow. Best dapat coach.
Coach Habil
royalty.
Just on the shelf tu, Coach Habil ni keluar berita harian. Shout out to berita harian, editorial. Coach Habil jurulatih tempatan pertama dilantik pengarah akademik Albirex Niigata, because Albirex Niigata ni adalah klub Jepun. Dan dia adalah local Singaporean yang menjadi pertama kali menjadi pengarah akademi. What do you feel on this kind, because you adalah the first local?
I feel blessed, but I feel that it's not only me, it's the journey, it's the support from my loved ones, from my parents, that I can make them proud lah. To go to such punya extent kan, untuk dapat lantik as a academy director in a Japanese
he's an academy
company.
director, bro.
So
and it's an N-level flop. You graduate from ITE tak kan?
Graduate from ITE NITEC, and then
okay, interesting man.
Ada lagi tak pengalaman yang best? Because I heard from you when you coach ni ada not only in Singapore but overseas.
Yes.
What's your experience?
Yeah, so I've been to overseas a few times through football.
Yeah.
So all paid. by the academy and all. Kadang-kadang bawa teams to tournament, kadang-kadang bawa teams to training. So when kita keluar to another country, kita can really see what are the methods yang dorang buat, how dorang punya players act, or some apa-apa sistem ke filosofi yang dorang ada lah. So that's where kita nak bawa to Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel that if kita keluar lagi bagus, because Singapore banyak orang main bola ni pasal dia ingat dia bagus pasal dia kenal bola lama.
Okay.
Tapi yang kenal bola lebih lama dengan dah pergi World Cup tu semua, dorang ada the fundamentals, the right setup.
Right.
So that's where kita nak kena keluar and kita nak kena tengok. So but when kita keluar and tengok, kita tak boleh diam-diam je lah. So that's where sometimes I use my social media account apa semua to share dorang main training method, share. Gone were the days where training warm up is just okay, kau buat 3 line semua lari naik turun, just buat stretching biasa. So when it comes to lower age group, tak kisah, dorang main tag game, catching pun dorang okay. So ada element fun. So all this is important when you coach a certain category atau certain, maybe due to the weather, for example, negeri sejuk apa kau nak kena buat, negeri panas sikit apa kau nak buat, so something like that lah.
Coach, like macam on social media, I saw your IG about 10,000 plus followers. That was the first aku nampak, and some of the players less. Dia punya followers count tu rendah. What makes you so special about macam why? You know, there must be something interesting about Coach Abil yang kita tak tahu.
So aku blessed to work in youth football. And in youth football, it always comes with players, parents, also maybe dengan dorang teammates lah kan.
Yeah.
So in COVID punya time also aku tak duduk diam, aku do aku punya own personal macam interviews with players to grow the followers apa semua, and to do a lot of social media punya activities lah, I would say, because this is the future, the future information banyak share kat sini.
Correct.
So I try to in the past share a lot of macam ideas ke, training methods ke apa ke, just as a tool lah. So that's where I think over the years naik, and then if now banyak orang from overseas, so kita buat tournament in Brunei for example, okay, budak-budak Brunei, follow my account gini, okay, kita contact so Indonesia lain. So
networking is very important.
Yes, networking is very very important. Not say that with networking you know who you can go, like macam tadi Syam cakap, you have to prove macam kau player daripada Taiwan, kau nak main kat Singapore, kau nak kena jadi bagus juga. Kau nak kena prove juga your worth. Yeah, and it goes both ways.
Okay. Wow.
There's a thing that I want to touch. I really love TMJ. TMJ is like macam, you know, idolize TMJ how he does kat Johor, JDT. What do you think about TMJ punya plans of how he work to, you know?
He is an inspirational figure, an idol icon for me. Dia walk the talk. Banyak orang ada duit tapi tak tahu buat apa dengan duit tu.
Okay.
Dia buat duit tapi dia turn it to success. Yes, orang boleh cakap dia beli player bagus lah, dia boleh ni lah, dia tu lah. But because he can, and he know which is the right player to do so. And he leads. You can see dia seorang lead. You can see clear cut. Johor,
yeah.
Tak ada Johor ni lain-lain terus jadi rojak.
Yeah.
So he's very clear, and the thing is he chooses who he wants to work with, and he attracts. Tu yang important dia. Tak bukan dia prince terus semua orang nak kerja dengan dia and senang-senang lah. So the influence when time Fandi with him, so he built on the success slowly dia naik start daripada Stadium Lakin ke sekarang a world class stadium macam itu. It keeps people excited, and dia touch base with the fans. Dia buat untuk rakyat. Of course dia pun tak nak rugi lah kan, tapi whatever he does it so well. Ada plan, ada tu style.
What do you think of the lack of like macam dalam Singapore ni?
In Singapore,
like macam what you can change? Like macam di Malaysia kita tengok like the clubs like JDT, they change football in a different way, world class like you said.
Okay, what I can say is that I wish that clubs ada their own football academy. their own businesses, their own merchandise store, their own brand. They run their own things. And then they self-run. And because I'm in Albirex, so when during my first year, I tengok how Albirex run. Albirex dulu ada, as in now, dia orang ada cheer school, for example. Tak ada kena-mengena dengan bola. Cheer school, 200 orang kat dalam. Soccer school je ada 2. Satu Jepun, satu for locals. Dah 3 businesses under their wing. And they survive dah almost 20 years in Singapore. Diam tak diam. And they stay afloat as a foreign team. Until just this year, diorang change to a local team, then they get the perks of the other local teams, as in terms of macam, let's say grant ke apa lah, sponsorship. Tapi other than that, the sponsors, diorang ada about 40 sponsors from all the Japanese companies. So you can see macam, the support that they get from diorang punya own kind, and the way they do things and the way they generate money, diorang help themselves to success. Ya, bukan macam tiba-tiba ada duit, ni 3 million kau spend, tak ada.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
Kau rasa berapa gaji footballer Singapore? Honest
Head coach lah.
Head coach, dari head coach dengan player.
Berapa tu?
Kalau agak-agak, kau rasa 10,000 dia?
6-7.
Do you agree on 6-7?
Maybe higher.
Yeah. Aku tengok jam, aku tahu lah.
Okay. Aku dah tengok jam. Aku dah tengok jam
kan.
Apa untuk aku? Tak lah. Kau bawa pasal head coach apa lain orang lah.
Okay. But player? Like macam aku feel that there's something that aku tak tahulah. Orang cakap macam gaji sikit. I ever heard people, some players are drawing about 2,000 plus. Salary. And aku tak tahu lah macam how to make the football in Singapore ni interesting, dan juga the welfare of the players.
Macam aku tanya kau tahu tak, let's say certain team dekat Singapore punya number 13 for example, atau number 11, kita lack of information for all these players,
right,
to drive kita main interest to even go. Kalau maybe for a start, let's say lah, aku punya wish is diorang ada buat macam draft, macam NBA draft. Jadi national team players semua pukul rata.
Okay.
Then after that, from there, then diorang build the main squad. Then banyak, maybe pakailah orang-orang, let's say poly ke apa, those in media students ke apa, as part of diorang punya project, end of the year project, to cover the clubs, to buat a news punya tempat so that everybody can go there as a one stop, to see, and then some entertainment sikit, macam wrestling sikit.
Okay, faham.
Press conference dia menarik sikit.
To make things interesting lah.
Interesting sikit lah. Who knows, maybe kau main club lain, aku main club lain. Tapi sebelum press conference, kita cakap, kita
start something.
Sikit lah. Jangan macam over sangat lah.
Kira macam boxing lah. Kan kau suka buat benda gaduh-gaduh kan.
Aku say Singapore punya football, there's no attraction at all. Literally zero. Aku boleh tengok, honest to say, kalau aku scroll FYP, yang perempuan punya player lagi banyak follower, lagi banyak ni. Because at the end of the day, you need to attract attention.
Football, what can you do, Syam? Kalau kau lah,
football ke apa ke, you need to attract attention. But macam kita cakap tadi of course, aku feel that Singapore punya football, aku not a footballer.
Yeah, of course.
But at the end of the day, we as the fans, we as the supporters, we want to see results. Banyak, aku rasa ni macam apa tau, victim cry.
Okay.
Macam kita kalah, support kita Asyul.
Okay.
We are trying our best, support kita Asyul.
Okay.
Kau faham tak?
Faham.
But kau tengok, kalau Ronaldo tak menang banyak title, kau ingat dia banyak supporter?
Betul lah.
Because he's performing at his best.
The result
he
is there.
need to deliver the results to gain support. Itu dia punya two-way traffic. Tapi Singapore aku rasa, other than that, kau tak deliver results tak apa. But cara permainan pun, sorry to say, aku tengok 5 minit, aku try tengok sikit di AFF. Bukan aku nak kecam nothing makes me want to stay and watch. There's no excitement in watching the football game right now, in this day.
When was the last time kau macam, insyaAllah aku nak tengok macam benda ni?
Tak ingat lah Sial. Honestly tak ingat, serious.
Itu sedih.
Yeah, I mean it's true. This is coming from a generic viewer. Bro, aku cakap terus terang you can't even hold the ball for 10 seconds. Aku bukan nak mengkecam tau. 10 seconds kau tak boleh pegang pun.
Aku agree lah. Aku agree. Social media lebih sikit. Tak ada. Okay, since kita dah kehabisan masa, I think we have shared a lot. Coach lah macam any, I think kita ada juga audience yang parents yang send anak-anak ke your academy? Like maybe you can give advice dengan orang-orang yang parents kat luar ni, aku ada anak minat main bola. Should I macam mana I nak hantar? Mungkin macam should I send to the academy, or when is the right time for me to send academy, macam mana?
I think it's best to send your kids to the academy as early as 6 years old, 5 years old, to build into foundation, kan, basics. And then from there, I trust all the academies out there, dorang punya curriculum, all the good methods of coaching, apa semua. And also parents and families, dorang boleh spend quality time during the weekend, support dorang punya son. Be positive, let the experts do dorang punya thing. And realize what is lacking in Singapore football, which is the support. And kita semua support each other. Right. Tak kisahlah kau academy mana ke apa ke. So kalau it's a tournament for example, okay, semua join. Dia ni buat tournament, okay, semua ramai-ramai. And then not only ramai-ramai join, but sometimes just as a community tanya, okay, what do you guys need? Kurang goalpost ke? For example, okay, ni academy, okay, kita loan lah, tak kisahlah, gotong royong lah, ramai-ramai. So I think this spirit nak kena ada.
The kampung spirit that we lost.
Kita need to bring it back. So I think the support for the game. Because I believe if we ever were once like that, we could go to that stage again. Bukan cakap Singapore tak pernah full house. Bukan cakap Kallang Stadium tu tak pernah full house, atau Lions 12. Lions 12 bila diorang dalam Malaysia League, kita punya home game support dia all out. Yeah. So I think can be done, but we need to everybody datang together again.
Okay, that's an interesting sharing. I'm calling out Baiki Kaizan to come to the studio please to share some things. Dan juga what you guys think. Aku nak kasih korang let the comment flow. What do you think about korang semua yang minat kepada bola sepak Singapura? Comment. Di mana salahnya bola sepak Singapura kita dan siapa yang harus dipersalahkan? Sila campak di ruang komen dan aku nak baca komen-komen tu. Komen tu je. Ya, di YouTube dan juga di Spotify. Coach Habil, we wish you all the best. Thank you. Jangan lupa untuk follow Coach Habil di Abirex Niigata punya you can just type Abirex Niigata, and juga follow Coach Habil di Instagram. Kita jumpa di lain kesempatan. Thank you. Dan aku akan see korang di komen. Salah kamera. Ciao, salam. Kami bersama dengan teman-teman penaja Khalifah
Realtors.
Realtors. Mantap. Mereka datang daripada sekolah simfoni yang sama.
Yes.
Melodi yang bagus. Kita kembali bersama dengan soalan-soalan. Mungkin kita nak jawab soalan.
Kita ada satu DM.
Okay.
Yang satu pendengar kita hantar personally, dia nak kita relay to Khalifah Realtors.
Okay, sila.
Tapi cakap don't mention my name. Okay. Dia senang cakap, dia punya story macam gini. We have downgraded our flat from 4 room to 3 room. Only paid 2 years ago, and our existing house is in Central East.
Okay.
After 3 years, we will hit the MOP and my husband will be in his 55, whereas I would be 48. Number 1, is it advisable if we try BTO 3 room? Okay, kita answer one by one dulu.
Okay, BTO 3 room
Jawab. Okay, before we start, we need to know whether their first unit bought resale with grant ke tidak.
Okay.
Because we want to know whether diorang nanti buy the new BTO, diorang kena levy, or maybe they have bought twice. So this one is a bit to be more sure, kita actually need to write into HDB on this part for that issue lah. If let's say if yes, then buying with the next BTO will need to pay the levy.
Okay.
Buying 3-room BTO will need to see the location, since they are staying in Central. Need to find BTO in Central juga. Takut they shift out from Central.
Faham.
Tak biasa pula kan. Takut pergi Yishun.
Yishun lah lain. Betul.
So those who have stayed in Central, they sure will find dekat Central. But
okay,
when there's a BTO launches, we will know whether there will be dekat Central ke tidak.
Okay, soalan nombor 2 dia. Or should I stay put in this existing house since we fully paid it?
To stay put in that location is okay if they don't need to cash out the cash lah kan.
Yeah.
If you need to relocate, then get a newer unit which in the future have more cash gains than BTO. Ada apa ni? Gains, then BTO will be better.
Right.
So kalau dia nak stay put pun okay. Cuma rumah dah lama sangat lah.
Faham.
Rumah dah lama sangat lah.
Baik. Nampaknya Abang Malik dan juga Kai sekarang ni berehat di tepi memberikan the man of the match Fazah Nafi untuk menjawab soalan.
United. Glory.
Okay, nombor 3 dia tanya, we are not planning to take up any loan as we both had utilised all the chances for HDB concessionary loan. But if needed, would HDB allow for a third concessionary loan again?
Okay.
Everyone in Singapore are given twice for HDB loan. So macam the third one is always about appeal. Tapi you want to appeal for the third loan, you must know what's the circumstances. So selalunya people want to downsize from bigger to a small room, or maybe dia tak boleh dapat bank loan due to some financial issue, all this thing. That one you can write in. But you got no any issues and everything to ask for the third loan, HDB might not give lah on that part.
Faham. Okay, last me. If I bring my mum to stay with us in that BTO, will we be given any grants for this?
Okay, since kalau diorang dah ambil grant, they need to pay levy. Dia tak ada grant. Apa cakap merepek pula. Proximity housing grant is only for resale. For EHG, kalau dia nak dapat, as long as the first timer tak pernah take any grant, they are eligible for the EHG. Tapi kalau dia dah ever use the grant, either resale, then they are not eligible. Cuma kalau you bring your parents as an occupier, means that your chances of getting a BTO will be higher. The chances will be double.
Okay, faham.
Ni yang consider under 3 gen
Not 3 gen.
No.
As long as you bawa parents, because government encourage children to stay near the parents or stay together with the parents. Kalau yang stay together tu, they can opt for a 3 gen or kata just a normal 3 room 4 room pun boleh. But the chances is higher lah.
As long as you Singaporeans lah.
Yep. Macam biasa je.
Cliche. As long as you Singaporean. Apa? Tak menolong langsung pendengar. Okay.
Kita kembali ke TikTok live. Ada Lastic dia tanya, we have outstanding loan, RA fulfill. Ini dari mana ni? Oh, sorry.
Ini yang
suami
tadi,
saya, tadi dia
continuation of the earlier one.
Okay.
55 years old tu kan?
Yeah.
So yes, we have outstanding loan, RA fulfilled. Is it advisable to sell our EA in Pasir Ris? Ada outstanding loan.
Subjektif juga ni. Because your loan can be a healthy loan. Because your RA dah fulfill. Kalau you really nak habiskan your loan when you turn 55, you can cash out your RA setengah and pay up your loan. Tapi I advise not to lah. Sebab interest dekat RA will be higher.
Okay.
So as long as you are working, you still can pay. Tapi kalau you rasa ada orang for different reason they want to downgrade sebab rumah dah besar sangat, dah kemas, dah penat, anak dah kahwin, atau just wanted to change location lah, ataupun nak tinggal rumah kecil sikit. So it's a different thing. So your situation actually tak memudaratkan lah if you ask me, because your RA dah fulfill. Kalau nak more detailed calculation, and then perhaps maybe we can come down and discuss with you lah.
Yes, nak discuss di mana Kai?
Hubungi kami 8892 5882.
Terus suara radio keluar.
Because we are Singaporean.
Because we are Singaporean. So contact Khalifa Realtors. Okay, kita boleh jawab lagi beberapa soalan lagi.
Aku tak tahu soalan ke dia jawabkan. If grant dah ambil and from 4 room downgrade to 3 room. Soalan If grant dah ambil and from 4 room nak downgrade to 3 room.
Boleh aje.
Boleh. Agak ada orang takut tahu, macam kalau macam dulu at one point, kalau you nak downgrade, you tak boleh ambil HDB loan. Ingat tak? That's one time, right? Bank loan. Tapi sekarang tak macam tu. Sekarang as long as you dah pakai sekali, you can use another time.
Right.
Kalau macam grant dah ambil, you still can downsize lah. Jadi masalah.
Don't worry lah.
And I didn't skip boleh. Because ada orang cakap macam, government kasih kita grant tau.
Kena bayar balik.
Kena bayar balik
tak apa.
Tak. Because Singaporean.
We are Singaporean. Tapi geran tu memang kena bayar balik kan?
Tak lah.
Okey.
Apa kena-mena dengan Singaporean ni?
Tak tahulah dia.
Jawapan generik
Generik kan orang cakap macam, oh can I buy this, contoh forum, can I buy this, can I buy that? Yes you can, as long as you are Singaporean.
Tanda National Day. Tanda National Day.
Okay, boleh kita jawab last soalan before kita wrap up?
Kita sambil tunggu.
Okay.
Sambil kita tunggu, last tadi shout out kan?
Yep.
Apa Anchorville dengan mana dah jual tadi?
Dengan Kallang Baru.
Ada lagi listing baru?
Oh ya, listing.
Kita ada have dekat 117B, Canberra.
Okay.
Sembawang. Then Jurong West 273D.
273.
Jurong West 273D.
Oh, tu dekat dengan masjid.
Yes, correct.
Very nice house.
Very nice house dekat dengan masjid. Jurong West.
Choa Chu Kang 5 room ground floor.
5 room.
Oh,
4 room ke 5 room?
4 room.
Mana?
Choa Chu Kang 4 room ground floor.
4 room ground floor.
So baru dapat lah. Sorry, belum compile lagi. These are all from last week.
Canberra 117.
Canberra
Dia dekat 117B.
Dekat dengan ikut besar.
Yes.
Itu Campak Batu MRT.
Yes.
Berapa ni? What was the floor? High floor or lower floor?
6.
6
floor.
Mid floor. Okay. So boleh contact. Okay, mungkin
ada satu.
Okay, jom.
My MOP same year as my firstborn going to be primary 1.
Right.
And I early MOP. Boleh?
Kai, ni Kai bagus jawab.
Kai
jawab.
My MOP same year as my firstborn going to P1. Can I early MOP? So berapa tahun lagi ni you punya MOP ni actually? I mean, yeah.
Sometimes you cannot say what you think.
Tak boleh abang, tak baik. Orang tu kan tak tahu. Dia tanya.
Dia cakap my MOP same year as my firstborn.
Okay.
So maknanya dia nak ask for an earlier MOP.
Tapi kalau reason tu kita pakai, HDB tak akan approve.
Okay.
Must have another concrete reason.
Asal garang ni.
Asal marah. Orang tu tanya je. Orang
Aku salah.
Nampaknya Abang Malik dia hilang passion je.
Okay, maybe you can give more details, Syafiq. Okay, next question. Norin, I got a unit at Bayshore Vista ready 2029 having second thought. Should I go for resale instead?
Okay.
Ni apa BTO?
Okay, what was the reason why you want to go for resale? Because I believe Bayshore Vista is under DPLH. PLH, yeah, the Prime Land Housing Scheme.
Oh wow, you're showing your skills in front of the halayak ramai.
Okay. We ever talk about this before. If you have an urgency to go for resale, maybe because you want to start a family ke apa, yes, maybe you can cancel. Tapi of course, kalau you dah bayar that 10% or 5 to 10% that down payment, you are barred from using HDB loan for 1 year tau. So that is number one. Then you dah burn you punya you are barred from HDB loan, and you are barred from getting the grants for 1 year.
Okay.
So that is something that you need to consider. You bukan cancel terus immediately can go to the resale market. So you have to manage your timeline and discuss with your spouse accordingly.
Okay.
Tapi what are the common reasons yang orang dah dapat BTO habis?
It can be a lot of things sometimes
family
divorce. Belum dapat rumah dah divorce. Then ada yang pasal they start a family, or maybe they have no space in the current place while waiting for the house. If there is one reason you need space, you can go and try rental from directly from HDB also. You can try, no harm.
Wasted kan?
Yeah, I feel it's wasted lah. But sometimes it can't be helped lah.
Okay. Dia punya continuation dia, will the value of my home in Tampines drop? Soalan generik. Pasal Singaporean ke?
No, because you're a Singaporean. So don't worry about your house going to drop high or in the mid or no problem. As long as you're Singaporean.
The value of my home in Tampines drop.
Traditionally rumah semua harga selalu daripada 20 years ago keep on increasing. So dia tak drop lah.
Right.
So I think we are quite safe.
You are safe
in that aspect lah.
Don't worry lah. As long as you are Singaporeans.
How to appeal?
Mr. Leko.
You write into your sales department.
Okay. Okay guys, kita akan continue to jawab soalan-soalan korang di TikTok offline. Tetapi seperti biasa, kita ingin menguji Kai untuk menjadi podcaster untuk menutup sidang pertanyaan pada malam ini.
Dia tengah fokus sekarang.
Apa?
Pergi tutup
penutup.
Tutup pintu. Kejap, what's the question again? Sorry.
Penutup macam minggu lepas.
Apa aku cakap minggu lepas?
Kau cakap je.
Cakap je.
Closing statement lah.
Okay, closing statement. Okay. Again, we would like to wish a very big thank you to all to all the kami followers for supporting us. for giving us all the enquiries. We appreciate so much your support. Follow us on our social media, IG, TikTok and Facebook at our handle Khalifa Realtors. If you have any enquiries, do call us at 8892 5882. Lagi satu mic kasi aku.
Okay, kita jumpa di lain kesempatan. Khalifa
Okay guys, kita harap korang suka episod ni. Tapi jangan lupa, korang dah ramai sangat tengok views episod kita tapi tak tahu nak subscribe. Tolong pergi subscribe dan like video ni. Dan kita akan jumpa di lain kesempatan.
Saya nasib tak ada orang pas untuk korang tengok sekarang was the worst. Sekarang kita